Monday, February 26, 2024, Daily Bread. Title: Jeremiah's Integrity. Jeremiah chapter 37, verse 1 to 21, key verse 17. Then King Zedekiah sent for him and had him brought to the palace, where he asked him privately, "Is there any word from the Lord?" "Yes," Jeremiah replied. "You will be delivered into the hands of the king of Babylon." Jeremiah chapter 37, verse 1 to 21, NIV. Jeremiah in prison. Zedekiah, son of Josiah, was made king of Judah by Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon. He reigned in place of Jehoiachin, son of Jehoiakim. Neither he nor his attendants nor the people of the land paid any attention to the words the Lord had spoken through Jeremiah the prophet. King Zedekiah, however, sent Jehukal, son of Shelemiah, with the priest of Zephaniah, son of Maaseiah, to Jeremiah the prophet with this message: "Please pray to the Lord our God for us." Now Jeremiah was free to come and go among the people, for he had not yet been put in prison. Pharaoh's army had marched out of Egypt, and when the Babylonians who were besieging Jerusalem heard the report about them, they withdrew from Jerusalem. Then the word of the Lord came to Jeremiah the prophet. "This is what the Lord, the God of Israel, says. Tell the king of Judah, who sent you to inquire of me, Pharaoh's army, which had marched out to support you, will go back to its own land, to Egypt. Then the Babylonians will return and attack this city. They will capture it and burn it down. This is what the Lord says. Do not deceive yourselves, thinking, the Babylonians will surely leave us. They will not. Even if you were to defeat the entire Babylonian army that is attacking you, and only wounded men were left in their tents, they will come out and burn the city down." After the Babylonian army had withdrawn from Jerusalem because of Pharaoh's army, Jeremiah started to leave the city to go to the territory of Benjamin to get his share of the property among the people there. But when he reached the Benjamin gate, the captain of the guard, whose name was Erijah, son of Shelemiah, the son of Hananiah, arrested him and said, "You are deserting to the Babylonians." "That's not true," Jeremiah said. "I am not deserting to the Babylonians." But Erijah would not listen to him. Instead, he arrested Jeremiah and brought him to the officials. They were angry with Jeremiah and had him beaten and imprisoned in the house of Jonathan the secretary, which they had made into a prison. Jeremiah was put into a vaulted cell in a dungeon, where he remained a long time. Then King Zedekiah sent for him and had him brought to the palace, where he had asked him privately, "Is there any word from the Lord?" "Yes," Jeremiah replied. "You will be delivered into the hands of the king of Babylon." Then Jeremiah said to King Zedekiah, "What crime have I committed against you or your attendants or this people, that you have put me in prison? Where are your prophets who prophesied to you? The king of Babylon will not attack you or this land. But now, my lord the king, please listen. Let me bring my petition before you. Do not send me back to the house of Jonathan the secretary, or I will die there." King Zedekiah then gave orders for Jeremiah to be placed in the courtyard of the guard and given a loaf of bread from the street of the bakers each day until all the bread in the city was gone. So Jeremiah remained in the courtyard of the guard. Daily bread. First, the new king seeks Jeremiah's help. Judah's new ruler, King Zedekiah, asked for help from Jeremiah, saying, "Please pray to the Lord our God for us." But like the kings before him, he didn't listen to God's warning. Have you ever asked for advice, but already had in mind what you wanted to hear? When we do that, it's like we've already decided what we will listen to. We'll ignore anything that goes against our personal desires or plans, even if it's spiritually sound advice. That's exactly how the Bible describes a generation who will not listen to biblical truth. Instead, they will gather around them a great number of teachers to say what their itching ears want to hear. 2 Timothy 4 verse 3. TV evangelists and feel-good motivational speakers are popular for this reason. But if we really want to live as Christians, we need to listen to God's truth and trust His plan, even if it challenges our own preferences and expectations. Second, Jeremiah's faithfulness to God's message. Jeremiah was falsely accused of betraying his own people and siding with the enemy. He was beaten and imprisoned, remaining there for a long time. When he was finally brought before the king, it was the perfect chance to say whatever it took to earn his freedom. But he delivered God's message. Yes, you will be delivered into the hands of the king of Babylon. Are you ready to share God's truth under any circumstances? Can you share it honestly, even if it's a hard truth? Sometimes we compromise and don't talk about our faith because people may think we're weird. They may get offended, or it can make our relationships awkward. But a person's salvation, a chance for them to accept Christ, and their relationship with God is far more important. Sharing God's truth should become our priority, regardless of any discomfort and resistance we face. Prayer. Lord, please help me to seek and listen to godly advice, trusting that you have a good plan for me. Help me to make biblical truth a priority in my life, so I follow it and encourage others to do the same. One word: stay faithful to God's truth.